The Wanderer, formerly known as Scaramouche, has finally become a playable character, and along with that, his special dish has arrived. Shimi Chazuke, Wanderer's special dish of the Unagi Chazuke from Inazuma. Chazuke is a Japanese dish where rice that has green tea, dashi, or just plain hot water poured over, with the ingredients in game being eel, rice, seagrass, and salt. It's a simple dish that can be easily done at home. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to see more cooking content, and if you'd like to see more Genshin videos, check out the playlist. But without further ado, let's begin. The first and most daunting part of this dish is the eel itself. Luckily, most Asian markets will sell cleaned, pre-cooked and roasted eel in the frozen section. If you can't find this, there are recipe tutorials on how to cook eel at home, but I prefer this just because it's available and incredibly delicious. Section the eel into smaller pieces to fit into a food processor, blend the eel into almost a paste. It's not the prettiest sight, but trust me, it's a work in progress. Take out the eel paste and add cornstarch and mix it in. This will just help the unagi keep its shape when being heated up. Mold the unagi paste into a small meatball. I'm applying slight pressure to create a flat bottom to give it a shape that's closer to what we see in the image. Heat these up in an oven or a toaster oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius for 5 to 7 minutes. After that, brush on a teriyaki glaze. I have a store-bought teriyaki glaze, but you can make your own if you desire. Brush the glaze over the unagi meatballs and put it back in the oven for another 3 to 4 minutes. Now you might be asking, why are you using store-bought when you typically make everything at home? Well, 2 reasons. 1, this is a comfort meal, so I want to minimize effort and prioritize convenience if it exists. And 2, I didn't want to butcher and cook eel for this. Now that the eel is done, let's move on to the rest of the dish where it is much simpler. For the liquid, you have a few options: tea, ideally green tea, dashi, which is a Japanese stock, or just plain water. I'm brewing a bag of tea myself. This container is just to help pour the tea in a more controlled way so I don't splash boiling hot tea all over the table. Moving on to the rice, the Wanderer places 5 rice balls in the shape of a flower within the bowl. Wet your hands or gloves with water. This will help prevent rice from sticking to your hands. Roll the rice into small spheres and gently arrange them into the bowl. Gently pour the tea in one of the empty spaces within the bowl. Don't pour directly over the rice, as that could cause the rice to fall apart from the liquid impact. Place one of the unagi meatballs in the center, surround it with seaweed, and finally some furikake, which is Japanese rice seasoning. I wasn't super happy with the ratios, so I added one more unagi meatball on top. Shh, this is our little secret. But that completes the Shimi Chazuke Wanderer's special dish. Incredibly simple, and it is a warm and comforting dish. If I had one complaint, it would be the large amount of rice compared to unagi. So if you have extra unagi meatballs, definitely pile them up in your bowl. Let me know what y'all think. Please consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.